Telling you what, there's some people who have really seen this opportunity as a way to create some stuff, and they're stepping into it. And whilst this has been a major devastation for a lot of people, this has been a blessing for a lot of people as well. And that's just what a world of contrasts looks like. There's up and down and in and out and good and bad and light and dark. But are you ready to get your life back on track? There are some people who they've been sitting in that house for 2 months. They sick and tired of seeing everybody who's in the house with them. They sick and tired of seeing themselves in the mirror, right? Having eaten all this food. And they're ready to get their life back on track. Are you one of those people? Let me know in the comment section if you're one of those people who is ready to get your life back on track. Just type yes in the comment section, So you might be ready to get your life back on track right now, but you don't know what that looks like. So what does getting your life back on track look like for you right now? And it's going to look different for different people, right? There are some people on the other side of this pandemic. They realize that the person who they're in relationship with, because they have been stuck in the house with them for 2 months, is not the person who they want to be in relationship with anymore. They have also recognized some things about themselves. You might recognize how your thoughts are really more aligned with fear than they are with faith. If you're one of those people, if you've discovered that about yourself, let me see it in the comment section, right? There's people right now who they don't have their career anymore. This is the thing about life. Your life can change in an instant, okay? I remember in 1999 when my only sister was killed in a car accident, and that morning I told my ex-husband it was over. That night by 12 midnight, I was looking at my sister's dead body in a morgue. My life changed in an instant. I became a single mother. I became a grieving sister. I became an only daughter. I had to step it up. I had to, get strong for everything and everybody. And then I ended up breaking down. My health broke down. My emotions broke down. So life can change in an instant. But what happens on the other side of that? When you're ready to get your life back on track, what does getting your life back on track look like? What does the track look like? What does the process look like? What does the path look like? Do you have a plan? Do you have a plan now for this new normal? Do you have a plan for this other side? Do you have a plan on how you pick it up, dust off, and get it moving? And sometimes we go through things, and honestly, sometimes you fall and you don't want to get up. Sometimes you feel like you're so low, you don't even think that it's possible to get up. But I promise you, there is always the other side if you choose that. And if you desire something different, then it means that it is possible for you. So if you believe that you can, you can. But if you know that you can, you will. I remember when I, first left my home of the Bahamas and came to Houston, Texas by divine instruction. That was a very scary time for me. I left my business. I left my home. I left everything that I had known for, at that point, 37 years. And I had to shift. I had to pivot. I had to figure it out. I had to connect to a new normal. I had to connect to what it was that I desired. I had to come up with a plan, right? Was it easy? No. Was it worth it? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, yes. And so, I had to shift. I had to pivot. I had to figure it out, but I wanted to. And so in the wanting to, I knew that it was possible, right? So if you're ready to get your life back on track, know that you can. If you don't know what that looks like, know that you need to figure that out, okay? Because you can't have it if you don't know what it is. And then if you don't have a plan, or you feel really clueless right now or hopeless, know that you have access, that what you need is available to you. You might need to have a conversation with someone. You might need to release the fear factor, okay? Because fear is never going to propel you. It won't propel you, it'll paralyze you. That's what fear does, okay? So you don't have to give into the fear, and you can't give into the fear if you want the other side. You're going to have to dust yourself off, So sometimes when you fall, you need to take a minute. You need to catch yourself, right? You need to get up at your own pace, but you can get up. So there's always the other side. You can find the solution. Figure out what that looks like for you. And then if you don't have a plan, you need to come up with a plan, Stan, right? And if you need some assistance, reach out. Make a phone call, have a conversation, send a direct message, send an email. Reach out, because if you want it, you're able to get it. It is available to you. Okay? But it's time to get life back on track. That's how you're feeling. So you need to make some moves, right? And you might need to be a little bit creative in this time. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. And if this makes sense to you and you feel like this would really help somebody, they need to hear it, then share it. And I'll talk to y'all soon.